In today's class, we'll discuss about Frost diagram. Frost diagram is also known as oxidation state diagram. It is used to illustrate the relative stability of different oxidation state of the same species. That means if I consider a single atom, it will compare the stability of single atom of different oxidation state of that atom. Frost diagram is used in comparing the trends of standard potential of acidic and basic solution. If I consider nitrogen atom, we can compare the variation of stability of nitrogen oxidation nitrogen atom in different oxidation state in both acidic and basic medium in a single diagram. First diagram depicts whether a species, suppose if I consider this species, whether this species is a good oxidizing agent or good reducing agent, as well as which one of the oxidation state of this species will be more stable or less stable. Generally, a Frost diagram is known as the plot of any naught values for a particular couple against the oxidation number of the species. That means in this axis we will put the any naught values. Herein we will put the oxidation number values from low to the higher oxidation state. Again, any naught value is proportional to delta Z because the relationship between delta Z is delta Z and any naught is delta Z is equal to NF is constant. So delta Z is proportional to this, and hence we can replace this quantity by delta Z also. In that case, the diagram will be known as first diagram will be known as the plot of delta Z versus oxidation number of. Here it is written. You can go through this part, find it the thing. Another more thing, we can find the stability. Suppose this is the oxidation state of a species in 4 different oxidation state. Now, since this species is lying lowest to the first diagram, so this species will be this oxidation state will be the most stable one. Construction and interpretation. How we construct, interpret the Frost diagram. For construction, we'll calculate the any naught values for the each couple from n oxidation state to 0 oxidation state, and we'll put the oxidation number in this axis, and then the resulting plot will be known as Frost diagram. Lower the any naught values, higher is the stability of the particular species. Now, what kind of information can be available from Frost diagram? As we earlier said, the Frost diagram is more useful than Latimer diagram. So, some more information are available from the Frost diagram. First of all, the slope of the line joining any 2 points in a Frost diagram is equal to the standard potential of the couple. Suppose if I consider this couple, this is the line joining the 2 couple, and the slope of this line will be the potential of this couple. Slope of this line will be the potential of this couple. Slope of this line will be the potential of this couple. And steeper the line, higher is the standard potential. You see, this line is steeper than this line, so potential for this couple will be higher than this. Next, we can identify whether a species is a good oxidizing agent or reducing agent from the Frost diagram. Now, the oxidizing agent in the couple with more positive slope, that means more steeper slope, will be liable to undergo reduction. Undergo reduction means it is a very good oxidizing agent. That means more positive the slope, better is the oxidizing agent, higher is the tendency to undergo reduction. Similarly, more negative or less positive the slope, better is the reducing agent, higher is the tendency to undergo oxidation. This slope is more steeper than this, so this slope will have higher oxidizing power, and hence this species will undergo reduction. However, this slope is a bit less steeper, so this species is a better reducing agent, so it will undergo oxidation. Now we can find out disproportionation, comproportionation tendency from the Frost diagram also. Now a species will undergo disproportionation. Suppose this species will undergo disproportionation if species lies above the line joining the 2 points. Suppose these 2 points we are considering. If I join these 2 lines, what will happen? This species is above the line, so this will undergo disproportionation into this oxidation state and this oxidation state. And delta Z for this value, delta Z for this, it means delta Z for this will be higher than average of this. Similarly, if the same line, this is also known as concave. This is the concave. Sorry, convex. This is known as convex. Now, similarly, this particular species is lying below the line joining the 2 points. So these two species will undergo form proportionation to this species. And like earlier, the delta Z naught for this species will be lying below to the average of these two values. Herein lying above, herein lying below the above. These are the informations available from Gauss diagram. Then suppose I have illustrated the above factors. How can we predict different parameters? Now you see, for nitrate in acidic medium, the slope is quite steep. Acidic medium is red one and basic medium is blue one. The slope is quite steep. So nitrate is a very good oxidizing agent and it undergo reduction to this oxidation state. Now NH2OH in basic medium you see NH2OH, this is lying above the line. If I join this line, it will be like this. If I join this line, this will be like this. That means this is above the line joining N21, N2H4 or N2 or NH3. So this species will undergo disproportionation. This oxidation. Now in ammonium nitrate, there are two possible oxidation state of nitrogen. One is +3, one is +5. And you see, if I consider nitrate and ammonium, if I join these two lines, this N2O lies below the line. Therefore, these two oxidation states will have tendency to come proportionate into N2. However, this N2O comproportionation is kinetically forbidden or kinetically not favorable. Again, NO2 minus, you see, NO2 minus is lying below the line N2O4 and NO. So this is stable to compression. This oxidation will come to this oxidation will come to this. That is why metal nitrides are stable in aqueous solution or basic solution, except is NO2. Now, how you construct a Gauss diagram? I am trying to explain here by mathematically. You see, this is the Latimer diagram of oxygen in acidic medium. This is in basic medium. However, this is just for illustration. The value of obtaining for this diagram will not be similar that is shown here. But just illustration I have said. Now for this, if I consider this for acidic medium, what will happen? In case of acidic medium, we will calculate the N0 value for each of the couple. That means here oxidation state 0, -1, -2, 0, -1, -2. For acidic medium, the N0 value for this value of N is -1. That means -1 into 0.70. Then value of this is -2 to 0. That is -2 into this potential. This potential, if not given, we have to calculate this as per Latimer diagram. And the calculated value is 1.23. So I will multiply it by -2 into 1.23, 2.46. Similarly, for basic medium, this value, this is 0, 1, -1 into this, the value is 0.695. Then -2 into, similarly I have calculated the, for this couple, the overall value is, N0 value is this. Now if I plot this value against their corresponding oxidation number, suppose says this 0, -1, -2. For 0, it will be 0. So align with 0 values. Then for -1, the value is -0.70. You see around 0.70. If you draw the diagram qualitatively, it will be fine. Then for this, it is -2.46. This is around -2.5. You join the line. This is for acidic medium. This is the Gauss diagram for oxygen in acidic medium. Now, one more information. If I join H2O and O2 together, like dot, what will happen? These will lie above the line joining the 2 points. That means H2O2 will undergo disproportionation to H2O and O2, which was earlier predicted by the Latimer diagram, according to which potential at the right hand side is more than left hand side. then the species will undergo disproportionation. Similarly, these two value we can plot. This is not the accurate one as per this diagram. You plot it and join it, you will get the corresponding diagram for first diagram for oxygen in basic solution. You join the points. If this point lies above, this will undergo disproportionation. If lies below, this will undergo comproportionation. Similarly, I have drawn the first diagram for manganese in different oxidation state. From manganese, you see 0 to plus 7. These possible oxidation state are there. First of all, I will calculate from 0 to this. The value is obtained to be minus 2.36. Similarly, this if these values are not given, like here these values are not given, we have to calculate N1, M1, N1 like E1, N2, E2 by N1 plus N2 in that way. Then finally you plot the values, and from this you see which one is the most stable oxidation state. This is lying below all of them, so this is the most stable oxidation state of manganese. You see MnO4 and MnO2 are expected to be oxidizing agent. For oxidizing agent, the graph should be steeper. Here in MnO4 is quite steep, then MnO2 it is also steep. This is a better oxidizing. And this will undergo reduction. That is why MnO4 will undergo reduction to give this kinds of oxidation state. Mn3 plus and Mn4. Mn3 plus and Mn4. Mn3 plus, you see, if you joining the line, this will be above this, so this process will be undergoing disproportionation. Then this Mn4, this will Mn4. Mn4, if you join this line, comproportionation. Mn6, this one, if you join the line, it will undergo disproportionation. Then Mn2 is the most stable state, as I said earlier. Mn and Mn3 plus will undergo comproportion. Mn, you see, this is here. So these two spaces will undergo comproportionation to Mn2 plus. Thus, we get the relevant information from first diagram. Similarly, this you can try in your home. Construct a first diagram from the Latimer diagram. Calculate the any not value for each of the couple. Plot accordingly. You will get the values. Similarly, using this at pH 0 means acidic medium, construct a Latimer first diagram and calculate the potential for this. First diagram, you construct it, calculating each of them. Then for this couple, you calculate the value. Draw the first diagram of mercury. This is important for exam. Sometimes it is asked in exam. Mercury, you calculate similarly. So water, these values are given. Calculate oxygen, these values are given. Calculate according to this diagram. This is another question. Answer the following question using a first diagram. First diagram is already given. Sometimes this may be also given. What are the consequences of dissolving Cl2 in basic solution? If you dissolve Cl2 in basic solution, what will happen? This is for acidic solution. This is for basic solution. From the diagram, you try to interpret. What are the consequences of dissolving Cl2 in aqueous acid? Now is Cl2 in aqueous acid. Compare with the acidic diagram. Is the failure of HClO3 to disproportionate in aqueous solution a thermodynamic or kinetic phenomenon? Thermodynamic tendency, you can get the information from this first diagram. Kinetic part cannot be explained. If it's thermodynamic, you look at the first diagram, you can explain. If it's kinetic, no need to explain. Then similarly, you can construct this for copper. Sometimes it may be asked. A model diagram is shown here. It may not be accurate or may be accurate. Practice in your home. Similarly, iron in acidic and basic. Similarly, manganese I have given in acidic condition. Basic condition is you can draw. Cobalt. Thank you.